Hey everybody, welcome into this new tutorial of Amazon Kindle. So if you want to create a journal and you want to send that into Kindle from Amazon, well, stick around because I'm going to show you how you can do that. So once again guys, the first thing you need to do is to create an Amazon account and in order to have an Amazon account, it's actually really simple guys. Then what you guys need to do is to go into the amazon.com, but if you hit a dot before the Amazon and you go into KDP, we can self-publish ebooks and paperbacks totally for free from Kindle Direct Publishing. So this is why we are here into the Kindle Direct Publishing. So I'm going to sign into my Amazon account, and here we have the create, the manage, and the publish. Here we have reach readers in the format they want. We can go into the create section, and here we have just a few books. Alright, so in here is going to be appearing our books. So once we created a book, it will show up in here in the bookshelf. So if you hit into the create section, it's going to be asking us, what would you like to create? A Kindle ebook, a paperback, a hardcover, or a series page? So if I clicked into the tools and resources, I'm going to see here, I'm going to scroll a little bit down until I try to find the cover formatting resources. This is going to be really helpful for me in order for designing a basic cover. So what I want to do is to download, I'm going to go into the KDP cover calculator in order to print a template. So I can use this template just to make sure I am into the safe areas and nothing is going to be out. So it's going to be printed correctly. Right, so now that I'm in here, I'm going to choose my binding type. I'm going to choose some hardcover, black and white. I'm going to stick with the white paper or 78. Now I can calculate here the dimensions. This is how it's going to be looking right here. So if you're okay with that, go into the download the template. So you're going to be receiving the tools in order for making your own hardcover. So here into the home section, I want to create a design. Choose a custom size, and after you select here your image, you must see the amount of dimensions in order to continue. So now what I do after I choose the same dimensions is just to upload here my template in order to see it right here. So I just need to select this option and make this a little bit more higher. Now that I imported here my template, I'm going to choose the option lock. So I can no longer move my template and I can start creating my hardbook cover, which in our case, it's actually just a journal, but it's really important to use exactly the same hardcover. So now let's stick around with the element section. Just keep in mind that before you lock here your element, you want to make the transparency back into, let's say, 40%, so I can take a look at what am I actually doing here. So I need to block this, and now let's get into the element section. Now in here, I'm going to go into the lines and shapes. Let's choose this shape, and what I want to do is to fill all of this until I reach this shape. As you can see, it's now already been done successfully. So it's really easy just to copy, paste, and drag that into the other side. I'm going to do the same thing in the upper side. Just to make sure I am exactly at the right line, I'm just going to zoom this real quick. Once again, I'm just going to copy paste for the back side, which is this one. So we now have our secure areas. And if you want to change the color, we can totally do that. In my case, I will choose something like this. And in here, now let's start with our template. Now, just in case that you don't want to mess around with the same color, I'm going to choose right now a new color. Now, as you can see, it's been automatically put in the arranged. Once again, I'm going to copy paste the same option. So lastly, what I'm doing in here is just to add a few patterns just to make my design a little bit more professional. So as you can see, it's not looking so bad so far. I'm gonna make the transparency to look just a little bit more outside the background. So now that my design has been already successfully done, I want to make this just a little bit on the back. I'm gonna add a new page, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to first export this as a PNG file, and once I successfully downloaded here my hardcover, I'm gonna just go and create a new section, and I'm gonna create a new design so I can just make a template for my node content. So I need to choose exactly the same dimensions of this one, and after I create my design, I'm just selecting here my background color. So lastly, I'm just gonna add a few lines, and I'm gonna paste it right here. I just gonna select all my pattern, try to move this a little bit on the upper side. And if you want to edit your lines, you can always select all of them. And for example, I can choose, for example, this color, and it's looking much better right now. I'm gonna change the transparency, and since this has been successfully done, I'm gonna just delete the last line. I'm gonna use this stars for making that, putting that in the font in the background. So I'm gonna make that to look to the back section. And now that we're successfully done, you can share your project, you can download that, and after you download your file, you can go back into the KDP editor so you can start publishing your journal. Put here your language, the book title, your series if you want to add a series, in my case it's not, your name, your author, contributors, and the description. And if you own the rights and all that, keywords and the categories, so you can save that and continue as a draft if you want to. And into the hardcover content, you can just start to mess around with the data. And here you need to book your cover, and to book the preview, you can see it right in here. You don't have to worry about the ISBN. It's going to be assigned totally for free. And after that, you just need to accept the rights of the hardcover and the pricing of how much you want to sell your Kindle. So hopefully this was a very useful video for you guys. Now you know how to create your journal. Even you can create so much more things into Canva, but so far we've just created a journal in order to sell that into Kindle, but you can do much more than that. So if you find this video valuable, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video once again, and hopefully guys, we will see you next time.